Everyone, welcome to Gettin Blitzed.
Gettin Blitzed.
I'm Danny.
I'm Ben.
I'm Jonathan.
He didn't even wait for me to introduce himself.
I'm
a regular
introduce
now.
him.
I like it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Also, you said Wakem to Gettin Blitzed. I don't know that.
Is that like Waco? Are we joining the
we
Branch
drank a lot
Davidians?
really fast tonight.
we played a lot of beer pong. We took a lot of shots in between.
Yeah. This episode of Gettin Blitzed was brought to you by Beer Pong.
Hey, let's do the news.
The news.
I only got one thing I want to talk about here because of our guest, or not really guest.
Well, and also the locale we're in.
Maybe. It's kind of newsworthy. I mean, people were talking about it.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about when the Houston Texans visited the Cleveland Browns.
With the young upstart Ryan Mallet, who I think played
young.
college ball in Michigan. Is that right?
And then Arkansas.
But yeah, let's talk about it. I thought,
Who's got something to say?
it was, first off, regardless of Mallet, I will leave the Mallet analysis to someone who knows better of Mallet. But I did not think they would win that game. I definitely didn't think they would win it definitively. I think it's a huge win for them. I think it puts them back in the playoff hunt, back in the division win hunt, and they did it without Arian Foster.
Yeah. Oh, that says a lot.
Absolutely.
That
That's
says a
huge.
lot. Yeah.
So that's my take on it. I'll pass it on.
Yeah. Johnny.
Well, I thought he looked pretty good. I mean, he missed a couple of throws early. He had great command of the huddle, great command of that no huddle actually, calling plays, getting everybody lined up. He seemed like he knew what he was. He seemed like he's matured a lot.
Yes.
He wasn't just going for the long ball every play like he used to.
But still had the balls to throw it deep.
Yeah, absolutely.
For his first
he didn't
NFL
just dump
start,
off at all.
For his first NFL start, he did not complete a single pass to a running back.
And he seemed to have a little more touch than I remember.
Yeah. And still, I mean, look, there were moments where it's not like, oh, my God, he's Tom Brady.
We're talking about touch. Don't the J.J. Watt, the fucking fade pass. That's some
Yeah.
touch right there.
Yes.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what impressed me the most was his post-game interview. When he was, years ago, when I remember him, he was like Eminem does a post-game interview. He would slouch back in his chair like this, and he'd be like, yeah, man, we just had that juice today, man. And he was like he seemed very professional, standing up, good posture.
Well, he's a professional now.
He did have a kind of nervous energy, which I found
a little bit, which
endearing.
is normal.
For a kid that just had his first NFL start and his first NFL win by double digits, you should have some nervous energy. That makes Houston fans... I bet Houston fans, I mean, I never watched these post-game interviews with Matt Shaw back in the day, but they could not have been entertaining. I would think if I was a Houston Texans fan, I would be very excited right now.
I would be too.
I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to answer it first. But I'm going to answer my own question first, yes. Is this a good situation for him?
I think it couldn't be better.
Well, I was going to answer it first, but you go ahead.
Well,
we
you
don't
sound
give a
like you were
shit.
asking me. You looked at me.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I only got one.
I like his...
I only got one little thing
I
to say.
mean, you sit in a system for 4 years and learn from the best, and then you go to basically the same system where you actually have a chance to play. How could it be any better?
And you have Andre Johnson, the consummate
That's what I was
veteran,
going to say.
and DeAndre Hopkins, the perfect example of a young receiver that's on the up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And he didn't have it in this last game, and he might not have it in this game, but eventually Arian Foster,
Yeah.
one of the best
Right.
running backs in the league, and a great pass catcher, which really helps a quarterback, is that not only can you rely on him to run the ball well, but that he can dump it off to him sometimes and make big plays off that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You kind of skimmed over it, but having Dre J there, it's going to be huge for him if he stays there.
Well, and
I'm
we'll
just
see
saying-
eventually.
Well, he
But
will
that-
stay there for this year at least.
Well, I'm just
Yes.
saying that's so huge for a young quarterback to have a veteran.
At this
like that
point, his
catching
only
balls
focus needs to be continuing to be good enough to win the job, to stay.
Yes.
To get
And
a contract
to get a
and
contract.
stay.
Exactly right. To get he's not going to get a huge contract. We all know that. No matter what he does this year, unless he wins a fucking Super Bowl, he's not getting a big contract. But he can get a contract that's a decent contract, starter money, and stay there for next year, and let's see what he does. But, look, did he play a perfect game? No. Did he show a lot of potential? Fuck yes. And that was a game they would not have won with Ryan Fitzpatrick. And here's just an interesting kind of afterthought. If he does end up being a great NFL quarterback and has years of success, how great will it be that his first touchdown pass in the NFL was to J.J. Watt? That's just awesome. That will be a great kind of piece of bar trivia 10 years from now if he's good.
No offense to Mallet, but What a fucking catch from a non-catching player.
If
It's not his job to catch balls.
If he was 100% tight end, he would probably be a top 5 tight end.
He was a tight end in college.
Yeah. But in the
Yeah, but
NFL, if he was just a tight end, he'd probably be a top 5. He'd probably be up there with Gronk and Jimmy Graham. And
Interesting tidbit. Both of his touchdowns in that game were to former Wisconsin tight ends.
Yes, Gary
Yay,
Graham.
Great.
Gary Graham.
Good stuff. Anyways, all power to the kid. Woo pig suey. We're going to do a segment where, we're going to call it State of the Division. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
State of the Division.
We're just going to talk about the state of the division. We're going to cover...
like how the NFC North is really shitty.
We'll do 4 of them. Let's start with NFC North. Why not? NFC North.
NFC North?
I said NFC South, didn't I?
No, you said AFC North.
No,
I know you meant NFC North.
I said NFC South.
We're not going to replay it.
I probably did say North. I'm really fucking drunk.
All right, but NFC North.
They're pretty good. They can whoop the shit out of the NFC South. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, Lions are clearly in the lead.
Yeah. But shouldn't be.
If we went around the table and said who's the best team in the NFC North, I'm almost certain we'd all say Packers.
Packers, absolutely.
Packers look like they might be the best team in the NFL.
Yeah, we're gonna get
them and the Patriots.
But yes, but there's no question right now they're the best team in the NFC North. Detroit has benefited, I think, from
Are they going to lock up the
fortunate...
fifth? Are they going to lock up the 5th seed? Probably, Detroit.
I think yes, but mainly because they already have the record.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
If they didn't already have the record, I don't think they're good enough.
They can coast to
their defense has been playing. I mean, they're the best defense in the league statistically, and I don't think they're worse than number 3 overall, regardless of statistics. So, but their offense has been playing so terrible. Even with Calvin Johnson back, they couldn't fucking. This last game, they couldn't fucking get a first down. They couldn't. I mean, what did they score? 6 points, something like that.
Oh, it was bad.
I mean, it's terrible. And I've always kind of been a fan of Matthew Stafford, but it just seems like the last two years he just has really shown his weaknesses.
I think it's more to do with Arizona defense has really come on.
I think that's a fair point. I mean, I know Stafford will be better against, the Bucks than that, but I don't
even
care.
the Packers.
He has a $100 million contract, not an Andy Dalton style $100 million contract, a legitimate $100 million contract. And he can't throw a touchdown against Arizona?
With Megatron on his team?
Megatron and Golden Tate and Joique Bell. I mean, I'm just saying, I think, I'm not trying to hate on Stafford because I've always liked Stafford. His highlight reel is as good as anyone's highlight reel in the fucking league. But
his low light reel is awfully low.
And extensive. It's an extensive low light reel. Yeah.
But we all agree they're going to coast to the 5th seed. 6th seed.
Probably based on the record they already have built up. Probably, yes.
Yeah. Let's move on.
That's a shame.
They might even coast to the division win because their record is that good right now. Potentially, that'll be something to watch.
Yeah.
In the NFC North, that's going to be something to watch, and it might come down to that Week 17 game, Detroit at Green Bay, and I think we all know who's winning that one.
Well, I thought they played this week. No, that's Minnesota.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other North, the Red North. AFC North.
AFC North?
AFC North.
This is a division where anyone who says, I know who's going to win that division is full of shit.
Flip 4 coins.
Yes, because it really is. Is there a single team in this division that if they won it, you'd be shocked?
Hold on, right now. Let's sodium pentothal. Johnny, AFC North. Yeah, I'm going to you first, buddy. Pick one right now and then make a case.
Pittsburgh. See, that's why you shouldn't go with me.
That's as good as any other guess.
I'm gonna go.
I think that I want to make my case.
Oh,
they got a pretty good running game. Their quarterback's gonna be better. He's a little up and down, but I think he's gonna be more up than down the rest of the year.
I agree.
They got Antonio Brown and they got the Martavis Bryant emerging. I mean, I like them.
It's hard. I mean, it's really. How do you argue with that? But at the same time,
you're hopped up on sodium pentothal right now. You don't have time to make all these large garments.
If I was literally hopped up on sodium pentothal, I would probably just sit here and say for 15 seconds. I have no idea. I kind of want to go with the Ravens only because Steelers.
Jimmy Smith out.
Even then, Steelers looked so good for a stretch and then lost to the Jets, and Browns looked pretty good for a stretch and then lost to Houston at home. And then the Bengals looked so good for a stretch and then got completely and utterly destroyed 2 or 3 weeks in a row. And then bounced back and beat the Saints in the Superdome. So
beating the Saints is nothing.
Who the fuck knows? In the Superdome, it's something. It's not huge, but it's something. But But I'm going to go with the Ravens because to me, with all of their bad games, they still look to me like the most consistent team. And that's ridiculous to say because they're one of the most inconsistent teams in the league. But the teams beneath them in that list are every other team in the AFC
Flacco
North.
dependent, basically.
Flacco dependent. Forsett has been playing very well. Jimmy Smith is a huge, huge loss. But I think it's Steelers or Ravens.
Bad Flacco is really bad.
That's true.
It's Steelers, Ravens, or Bengals or Browns.
Oh, is it?
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going out on a limb. Officially, on the record, you're recording this on Gettin Blitzed.
Yes.
One of those 4 teams will win the AFC North.
Shit.
Calling it now. Both predictions.
That's bold. That's a bold
man.
prediction.
You drank too much, I think.
Yeah, I can't help it.
All right, we're going to go out west here. NFC West. It's pretty clear Arizona's going to run away with it. Does the Niners or the Seahawks get a playoff spot here?
No.
No?
I
Johnny?
feel like the instinct is to say yes, but then you look. We talked about it earlier. The Lions will probably get a wild card spot based on the record, and then I don't know if we're going to talk about this tonight, but Cowboys or Eagles will probably take the other wild card
The Lions
spot.
are either going to get a wild card or win the division,
Yes.
and Packers are going to get the other
Right.
one.
So either way, there's at most one wild card spot available. If we think Arizona wins that division,
Oh, they're not sending 30.
no question.
Yeah.
But even then, there's one wild card spot available, but that doesn't mean the West gets it either.
Yeah, if
I
this,
understand.
The East could get it.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah.
One of those teams, I mean, obviously they're in talks to get it.
I know it's so stupid, and this is probably just me being stubborn. I just still think Seattle has something. I think they're one of those teams that could get hot at the right time and make a run.
Number one in rushing.
But if I'm thinking rationally and objectively, I think the West sends one. I think it's the Cardinals, and that's just insane.
Yeah. All right, Red League. AFC West. Do those pesky chefs have any, or pesky
No,
Chargers
they're
have
out.
any place to dethrone, especially after they lost to the Raiders? Dethrone the Broncos.
48 hours ago, I would have said they had a shot, and
to me, that league is similar to the NFC South in that it's like nobody wants it. It's like no, everybody's like, fuck it, you take it. No, I don't want it, you take it.
I agree. And a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have said that because the Broncos were the clear front runner. And then we look at the last few weeks, not to rub salt in the wound, Dan, but Broncos don't look like they really want it either. I think that's a very good point. And I think the Chiefs are a pretty good team. I think the Broncos are a very good team. And I think the Chargers have potential to be at least a good team. But it does seem like everyone is playing keep away with themselves. It's like they just don't – no one wants to be dominant. You can't point at any team in that league and look at the last 3 weeks and say, oh, yeah, they're solid. Division league, other words that are similar to those.
Just
No. But what do you think? Yeah, as the Broncos fan who has something invested in this division, what's your opinion on it?
Just as a whole, I'm just going to copy what you said because I basically agree. As a whole, I think they're a better team than Chargers and Chiefs, so they'll just end up winning more games.
Yes.
But, yeah, none of those teams are playing well.
Yeah.
in
Now,
that
if
division.
Casey had beaten the Raiders, which they should have,
Yeah.
we could maybe make an argument that
By the numbers.
maybe they can actually just not that they're a better team than the Broncos.
Yeah, but by the numbers.
By the numbers,
Yeah.
yes.
Just
They can take the
sneak one
division.
out.
But dropping that game,
Yeah.
a divisional game
Yeah.
against a weak opponent, there's no fucking way.
All right. We'll get to the other half next episode. Speaking of other halves, we only did half the league in our infamous 5-word segment last episode. Ben, you enjoyed that very much, I think.
I think it was. I don't know how much the audience liked it, but I know we loved it.
It's my favorite. What? 5. Johnny
was not in on last week's segment with the 5 words. We're
Right.
bringing him in
I
this
got
week.
bored on the left last
Right.
week.
Aw.
Great.
Oh, you kind of sum up our audience over the last 2 weeks.
Anyways.
Levon and maybe Waylon. That's our audience.
That's pretty solid.
Anyways, say a team, get 5 words, okay? All right, here we go. The other half of the league.
We'll go around the table.
Yes, well, to be fair, I wrote mine down in advance.
Yeah, which is why his aren't very funny.
Yeah, they're not very funny, and they're inaccurate. Atlanta Falcons may never be good again.
Shitty team could win division.
That's funny, yeah, that's true.
Why no Julio Jones throws.
Catches, I think it meant, but good.
That's good.
Targets.
That's good.
Targets.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ugly uniforms. Downhill from there.
Said they'd be interesting. Maybe.
Wrong. Should have said wrong. Should have just said wrong.
Nothing but suck all around.
Jesus. Carolina Panthers. Cam needs to emulate Wilson.
I could not care less.
It's not very.
Put
Probably.
Derek Anderson in.
Wow. That is actually some hard-hitting analysis right there.
New Orleans, the Saints. After Graham Breeze, who's good?
What the fuck happened, Peyton?
He did
Sean
that,
Payton.
He did
not
that last
Peyton
time.
Why you no good anymore?
Tennessee Titans. A lot of mediocrity.
Most boring team in NFL.
I thought Justin Hunter would be better.
We'll count that. But they really are. It's just like, I don't know. Who gives a shit about the Titans? They're by far the least interesting team in the league.
Jacksonville Jaguars. What's missing on offense?
God, this is hard to do in 5 words. Someday might be decent.
No offensive line is fucking them.
We'll take it. We'll take it. I'll take it.
Cut your words, man.
Okay, just look out the.
I like when he gets
doesn't count.
when he gets to the 5th. He just says things really fast as if we won't notice.
Indianapolis Colts. Just get hot in January.
Are they good or not?
What happened to them?
I like it,
So simple-minded.
but it's true. It's straight to the point.
Houston Texan.
Texting. Who is Houston texting?
Hey, you texting? Are you texting?
Oh, let him go first.
Go. You can go first in Houston. Go. Houston Texans.
Ryan Mallet saves the day.
Ooh.
Hold on. Should I go next? I should go next. Here's what I wrote like 2 weeks ago. Any faith in Mallet? But, I mean, this is before I saw the game.
Very interesting. We shall see.
All right. No funny business for Houston, I guess. We always got very serious on that. Buffalo Bills. Fine quarterback. Spiller next year?
Last loss makes them irrelevant.
Way too much snow.
I like it. I like it.
Miami
Topical.
Dolphins. Can offense improve?
Could be great. Who knows?
Defense is carrying them.
Kind of nailed it.
That's the opposite of what you said.
I said, can the offense improve? Obviously,
Yeah. But no, that's yeah. I just think they're a team that could get, and we might talk about this in future segments, but so much fucking potential.
Yeah. New York Jets. Goodbye, Rex. Start over.
Fuck Rex. Who gives shits? Not my finest spot.
Percy Harvin, really?
Yeah, that's the best one. New England Patriot suckers. Where without healthy Gronk?
Best team in the NFL.
I was gonna say that.
You can double down on it.
Best team in the division.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
I had to say something different.
New York Giants need to restock defensive line.
Where will Eli play next?
Ooh.
Why you suck so bad?
I feel like there's a theme. There's a theme to a lot of these. Washington Redskins. Change to Washington Americans.
Gruden, RG3, both fuck ups.
More like Deadskins.
Funny, because it rhymes. Philadelphia Eagles. Dangerous if 3 phases consistent.
3 phases will... Wait.
Never be?
No, it's too many words. Yeah, we'll do that. 3 phases will never be.
Mark Sanchez, really?
Dallas Cowboys. Can defense keep it up?
Playoffs with Romo, shitty without.
Please, DeMarco, stay healthy.
Nice.
I like that. That's very good.
Okay, let's do a little segment we all love. Football or fiction?
Football or fiction?
Dun dun dun.
I'm going to say a name, and our guest is going to guess whether it's football or fiction. Our guest is all the way from across the pond.
Yes, our favorite, our mad Englishman.
Yes, our favorite redcoat, Ken Roberts. Ken, how you doing, Mr. Ken Roberts?
I'm doing fine, but April's playing with my balls.
That was true. I saw it happen. Ken, you are a fan of the NFL, right? You love all sports.
I have watched every Super Bowl final since 1980,
Right.
which means I sit up all night watching it.
Yeah, but
I love the NFL.
you're not an in-depth football nerd like me or being.
I'm not a nerd of any sort.
Okay, so
No, he was at
Yes,
the
yes,
greatest Tony Romo game of all time. We'll bring him on some other time to talk about
so
that.
it will be fair.
Yeah, it will be fair.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whitney Merciless.
Fiction.
Wrong. Wrong. Football. Aurora Monroe.
Fiction.
Correct.
I didn't even know that one.
Max Unger.
Football.
Correct. John Brown.
Football.
Oh, shit.
Mac Strong.
Fiction.
Wrong.
Dang it.
Felix Unger.
I like him. Football.
Oh.
Wrong.
Odd couple, bitches.
Yandu Udanta.
Fiction.
Correct.
Wow, I didn't even know that one.
Peter Quill.
Football.
Oh.
Wrong. Marcus Hunt.
Fiction.
Wrong. Irani Rael.
Irani. Football.
Wrong.
Oh, damn it. These are hard as shit.
Legadou Nane.
I am not doing your leg. Fiction.
Oh, Ken.
Oh, 4.
Only
So he's
four.
in second place. Well, he's technically in third place. Matthew
That was
and
tough,
April
man.
are
I'm
tied
sorry.
for first.
That was awesome.
That was a rough slate of
That
names.
was
I
a-
didn't know half of them.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for listening to a very drunk edition of Getting
Particularly
Blitzed.
drunk. Yeah.
For me, Ben, Johnny, Ken, and everybody else who doesn't give a fuck, thank you. See you next week.
That was pretty solid.
Gettin' Blitzed.